very special. It's the only theater, only movie palace that still stands in Detroit. And it dates back to 1928 when we opened. We just celebrated our 95th anniversary this year. So we've been in business now for 95 years. The one interesting thing about the theater is that it has never actually shut down since it opened in 1928, which is very unusual. Most theaters fall into disrepair and then they're torn down. The Motor City Theater Organ Society purchased this theater about 40 years ago, and we did it in order to save the organ, which was the original organ to the theater as a 1928 Barton theater pipe organ. So that's how we got involved, and then the owners of the theater at that time offered it to us at a decent price, and we purchased it. So we're the only national theater organization that owns their own theater. The American Theater Organ Society we're members of. We're the only ones that own their own theater. So one of the things that makes it unique is, number one, the history, that it's never been closed, and that it's all run by 100% volunteers. So for 40 years, we have carried out our mission to bring entertainment to the community, all by volunteers. So we staff everything. We've also done a majority of the restoration that you see here. It wasn't like this when we bought it 40 years ago. It had all been taken out. So all of the original decor has been put back in again. So the way you see it today is pretty much the way it was in 1928. We're also unique because we're one of the fewest theaters in Michigan that still has a 70 millimeter projector, so we can do 35, 70 millimeter movies, which is pretty rare these days. We're a nonprofit, we're all volunteer, we have tax deductions for donations, we are very community oriented, we have lots of movies that are earmarked for various target populations in the community. We also have lots of rentals and lots of special events throughout the year. We're kind of wrapping up this year, but we don't have any more room for rentals this year. We're sold out for this year, but there's lots of things, and we're going to talk about that in a little while. A lot of upcoming exciting events. I am so excited to talk about the third annual Labyrinth celebration, which is a masquerade ball. We're going to decorate the theater as we have for the last 2 years. It's going to look like the kind of the scene in the movie, which is what this is all taken after. There's a big ball in the movie, and this outer lobby and the inner lobby will be decorated to mimic as close as we can to the movie scene. It's spectacular. People are all in, well, not all, but we encourage people to come in costume. Our own staff will be in costume, and there'll be dancing on the stage. You'll meet the Goblin King himself, the actor, and it's really an event that people have loved. It's for the whole family. There's nothing objectionable. Toward the end of the evening, the last thing we're going to be doing is showing the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie, and that's going to be kind of exciting because we're going to have a little bit of a clip during the dance scene of the Goblin King players that are going to perform on the stage briefly. So this is a really exciting event, not to be missed. Tickets are on sale on our website. We are so excited to present to you some of the exciting things that are coming up at the Redford Theater starting in September and going through December. One of the things that people look forward to for the last 5 or 6 years is Noir City Detroit, which is a weekend event. We're actually bringing in the king of Noir City, and that's Eddie Mueller. He's going to be bringing his recent book, and he's going to be autographing it for people who are here. And there's 2 movies each day, matinee, evening. So it's all film noir mostly from the 40s. The next big thing that we're having is the Sir Grave Ghastly event, and that's right in the middle of October. We do that to honor the family of Sir Graves, and it's very, very exciting. We're actually doing 2 3D movies with the old-fashioned glasses this year. Another big thing, well, actually the first weekend in October is the second time we've presented Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is a shadow cast with the original actors from the Goblin King Players. We did this about 4 years ago, and we sold out 4 shows one weekend. So we're anticipating that this is going to be another big event because people love the movie Hocus Pocus. Some of the other things, we have a variety of movies, and it's, as opposed to me going into them all, it's really important to check our website because it can give you everything in more detail. But we have our often usual Christmas movies, Halloween movies, and our classic cartoon festival, which is toward the end of November. For more information on all of our events coming up this fall, go to our theater website, which is redfordtheater.com, and you can access everything is posted that's going to be presented here from September through December, so you can get an idea of the ones you want to come to early.